think it's a tricky one, and I wouldn't want to like predict anything of what the next 10 years, because I don't know what technology we're going to have. But to be honest, like, I'm quite nostalgic, I guess not nostalgic, but sentimental for print. Like, I fell in love with my mum's magazines, sort of thing, with my dad's newspapers. It was my first interaction with journalism. So I think I'm quite sentimental for it. And I would say that now online journalism is the main platform. Like, print might still have the prestige, like the authority, but it's it's a facade. Like, any cover story that you see on a magazine will probably be online as well. And all of our breaking news isn't in the headline in a newspaper. It isn't because we're all listening even to like the radio or TV. It's because it's our notification on Twitter, sort of thing. That being said, I don't really believe the statement that like print is dead. It's like a phrase that gets pushed around a lot, and I don't believe in it, because I still think that print has a purpose, and that nostalgia will fuel people buying it. It's the same with like vinyl records, how sales with them have gone up. People do like having something to hold in their hands, and there's a rich culture of like print zines and magazines and independent media using print as a very literally like solid physical way to communicate messages from like marginalized groups and stuff. And it does give an air of legitimacy and of timelessness that a viral article doesn't. So I think I don't think that one's sort of going to trump the other. I think it's just that the purposes of online and print are going to have to become more exact and nuanced. So that's my opinion, but I don't know what Izzy thinks.
Yeah, I think I feel pretty similarly. I think, I don't think print is dead. I think it might be that it's more niche titles that will survive, instead of 100 different lifestyle magazines, for example. I think that kind of fight will be harder. But I also think interactive journalism is going to be more of a thing, and I think print will have to find a way to digitize itself in a way. So like how we can read print on our iPads now, or kind of I've forgotten the word for it now, but you can get like kind of QR codes in print now, so that leads you online. It's a bit more of a experiment in interactiveness with digital media. And I just think they serve different purposes. And I would agree that online is probably trumping it, but also there is just something really nice about going to get like a magazine and reading it. And I think I'd like to think that our kind of love affair with like iPhones and all that stuff will hopefully be toned down a bit, because we'll realize like how bad it is for us, and to learn to like love the kind of physical medium of books and magazines and stuff as a kind of way to get out of our tech heads. So I think it's just going to change, and it's going to be harder, but I think will survive. And online is just going to get more multimedia. Like as you said, like with journalism, you have to kind of be a bit kind of good at everything these days, and I think that's going to be reflected in publications. So